Fighting to give women and girls
a fighting chance
is a core imperative for every human being in every society.
If we do not continue the campaign
for women's rights and opportunities,
the world we want to live in,
the country we all love and cherish,
will not be what it should be.
Human rights are women's rights.
And women's rights are human rights, once and for all.
Activist,
mother,
First Lady,
Senator,
Secretary of State,
grandmother,
Hillary
Clinton.
Let us heed that call so we can create a world in which every woman is treated with respect and dignity.
I think one of the things about Hillary Clinton is the consistency with which she has worked on issues regarding people on the margins, women, children, families.
After she finished law school, she studied children's development. That was really a start of something that had always been in her, of helping women and children.
From the White House in the early 90s, not only was healthcare reform front and center, but children and women especially.
We will never stop fighting for quality, affordable health care for every single American.
Hillary had the forward thinking to understand how important health insurance was to all of our families. And S-CHIP was passed because of her leadership.
Fighting to give women and girls a fighting chance isn't a nice thing to do. It isn't some luxury that we get to when we have time on our hands.
We are in St. Lawrence County. We are not a rich county. Hillary saw what most of us hoped. We have people who make wonderful products, but they don't have much of a market. Hillary Clinton was able to help us create a pilot project that allowed people to learn how to sell their products through e-commerce and to be able to sell their products worldwide.
I came to know Hillary in the aftermath of 9/11, having been catastrophically injured. One day I'm running a business, the next day I find myself in a hospital bed after months in a coma. And with this incredibly warm smile, Hillary was there to get something done. Her tenacity was evident even in those early days.
That's just who she is. If she says, I'll help you, she just does it. And if no matter what frustrations there are, she's just there day in and day out all the time until the job is done.
There was no more energetic and vibrant Secretary of State.
It's not just in the economic realm, it's also the enormous work that she did in helping to press governments to improve human rights, civil liberties, and respect for women.
We were all impressed by her commitment, but also your engagement to advance Haiti. When I think of Hillary Clinton, I think of determination, I think of faith, faith in people, faith in the world.
It is time to break the silence.
The lead up to the Beijing speech in 1995 was really fraught. There was a lot of pressure on her, and I will never forget this as long as I live. When we were in the last leg of working on the speech, she looked at me and she said, I just want to push the envelope as far as I can on women's rights and human rights.
If there is one message that echoes forth from this conference, let it be that human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights once and for all.
I had just graduated from business school when I heard those words, and it inspired me to help find my voice, and she's been inspiring me ever since.
That moment has crystallized for me into really what Hillary Clinton is all about.
Every moment wasted looking back keeps us from moving forward.
We must go forward together or not at all.
Always aim high, work hard, and care deeply about what you believe in. When you stumble, keep faith.
When you're knocked down,
get right back up. And never listen to anyone who says you can't
or shouldn't go on. Because when women succeed, families succeed.
And when families succeed, our country succeeds.
This is the great unfinished business of the 21st century.